guys, it's Linda Anderson here, Linda Lou Creates. Thanks for joining me again today. Hard to believe this is day number 7. So this is the card that I am going to share with you today. It is a fun fold card. So flip 1, flip 2. Sweet. So let me just bring back in the previous 6 projects that were done. I like doing this just to kind of do a little recap of what was created. So day 1, non-traditional colors. Day 2, I was letting the designer series paper do its thing. Did I say day 2? I hope so. Day 3 was this gift card holder, and right in here is where you put the gift card. All right. Day 4 was just a simple, let's use up some scraps, which I did here with this poinsettia paper, and then just used a simple sentiment, and that's it. Okay. Day 5 was this fun tropical one, and we adhered the metallic to the cardstock and then ran it through an embossing folder, so you have sort of a continuous scene with that one. So there is that one, and then I'm going to put that one off to the side because I know that metallic gets a nice glare. And then yesterday for day 6 it was this cute treat holder. Looks like a little purse, doesn't it? So anyway, those are the 6. So today's day 7. Let's get to it. So here we are, and I want to show you the pieces and parts that go with this. I have thick Very Vanilla. This is 8.5 long, 4 1/4 wide, and I have a score line here at 5.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold that. Run your bone folder over it. Set this off to the side. I have some, it is the Brightly Gleaming Designer Series paper. This was in the holiday catalog last year, and they brought it back for this one too. This is gorgeous paper. You know, it's got the coppery accents to it. Love it, love it. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. So this piece is going to go inside. So this, excuse me, measures 5 1/4 by 4. Let me make sure. Yep, I did cut that right. So I'm going to go ahead and get that adhered down. I apologize for the shine of this metallic on you. So let me bring this in, and here we go. Down it goes, and then we have a second piece. I decided to use the same paper, and this piece will go on this front flap, and it is 4 1/4 wide, 2 3/4 in the other direction. So I don't know, height, weight, length. Yeah, you got me. We just had a snow squall go through. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that. And yeah, that's kind of not, that was not very nice to do. The deck is covered and the yard isn't, but yeah, the deck is covered. So, all right, so there's that 4 by 2 3/4 inch piece. All right, so let me set this off to the side now. So we have kind of the first fold here done. Now let's get to work on this smaller piece here. Now this, the Very Vanilla, again, is the thick vanilla, and it measures, it is 8 inches long, 3 inches wide. So the score line is right down in the center at 4 inches. Okay, so I already stamped the inside. That comes from the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set, and that is going to be on the inside. I tried stamping it here and I goofed, so that I will then have that adhered down with this, my goof being you are never going to see it. So, all right, so let's fold this in half. And remember, fun fold cards are just that. They're fun to play with. Whoever receives this will have a grand old time opening and closing this. So I always, with parts that are going to get a lot of wear and tear, I like to use a heavy duty adhesive. So I am going to adhere this down to my card front. That's this piece, using either tear and tape or the Stampin' Seal Plus. So that's what I have, is the Stampin' Seal Plus. So let me get that. And don't be shy with your adhesive when it comes to, like I said, pieces that are going to be, I don't want, used and abused is wrong to say, but it is going to get opened and closed a lot. So I know this is the direction that I want to go with it. All right. So this is, I'm just going to fold it, turn it, and this way I can adhere this down to what I'm going to call the card base. Okay. So here's your little sandwich. Let's get this decorated on the front. Okay. So I have a piece of, again, the Designer Series paper from the Brightly Gleaming. Now this is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. A lot of 3/4 here, so let me get that adhered down. We could have put all of this down before adhering it down to the card base. I just got a little overexcited getting that put down. So, all right, so there we go with that. Now, in order to get ready to do some stamping, so now we're down to this piece here, the vanilla, and this is Pretty Peacock. All right, so the vanilla piece is 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then the peacock is just 2 by 3. Okay, so before I adhere that down, I am going to do a little bit of stamping, and what I have is an Old Olive ink pad. And let me show you the stamp set I'm using, and it is the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. I'm going to use this little ornament and this little splatter here. So, okay. So all I want to do is just add a little something on this, kind of going from the bottom left all the way up to the upper right. Now, yes, some of this will get covered up with your ornament, but I just go ahead and just kind of make a line going down. That way, if any of it is kind of poking out from the ornament, you know, I got it covered. So rotate your paper, rotate your stamp, whichever it is. And before we adhere that down, if I need to do more stamping, I will. But what I want to do next is my ornament. So here's the ornament. I'm going to get a scrap piece of Old Olive and Pretty Peacock ink. All right, so there's a set of punches and that coordinate with this stamp set. So let me go ahead and get that. If I could see what I'm doing first. Okay, stamped right down there. And the punches that coordinate with this set do the larger and the small ornament. So right here I have the small ornament punch. And let me go ahead and get that punched out if I can. Okay, there we go. That's what I like to do with punches, is turn them upside down so I can see exactly where it is that I am punching out. So, all right, this, let's put some dimensionals on the back. Okay, so believe it or not, only 2. That's something for me, right? So let's just kind of set it here, make sure that we're happy with the splatter, and I am. It's just something that goes across there. So I can go ahead and put this piece down to the 2 by 3 piece of the Pretty Peacock. Okay. And then this will get adhered down to the little flap. Let me bring that back in. Okay. There we go. Now, the ornament, I'm going to put it just right down in the middle. For the sentiment that's on the front here, it is, again, out of that Christmas Gleaming set, this Merry Christmas. And I stamped that in Pretty Peacock. So let's just go ahead and just cut it out. I do have a little bit, want a little bit of the vanilla border on this. So this fussy cutting I can do. It's when it gets to being a little more than this that I'm like, I've had it. That's why I love the dies. So this is going to go straight across here. So what I want are some dimensionals to pop that up. And what I'm going to do, since I know I want it to go straight across the ornament, I am just going to put my dimensionals directly on the ornament. That way I don't have to worry about having any of them on the sentiment strip that extend out and over. So I'm all good right here. So I broke a fingernail and I can't get my dimensional papers off. So all right, here we go. And there it is. One last thing that I want to add to this is for an embellishment, linen thread bow. I get about maybe 8 inches, 2 strands of that, or else just, you know, double it up or, you know, fold it over on itself and tie a bow. Little glue dot in there and we're done. So, so often with the fun fold cards, really all you need are the measurements, and then you can go from there with them. So here we go. So the original sample and the one I just made for you. So pretty much the same, just a little bit of the paper is different. And yeah, I like. Hey guys, thanks again for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. Now tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm off work. So normally I would have my Facebook Live at 8 o'clock. I am going to change it to 7 o'clock. Now that's Eastern time because I have a meeting. Our team gets together once, twice a month, and we do Zoom meetings. And they're a load of fun. My team leader is just fantastic. Or my upline, she is fantastic. So if you ever want to join in on the fun that we have as a group of ladies that just love to do paper crafting, let me know. I can get you hooked up. So anyway, hey, have yourself a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here tomorrow, being Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, guys.